Hey guys, really early video for so yeah, Octopath COTC is releasing SAS and Signa this week as well. I did not expect this to happen, so just a really quick overview. Signa's super duper SS tier. You must pull this unit. She's very very good. Even though her TP isn't that much. Where's your 6-star natties? What the heck? But yeah, she can give single ally BP regen. She can give a HP recovery to the front row and raise physical defense. But her main claims to fame is that she can lower sword fire and light resistance of a single foe based on boost level, and she also has a lower every single resistance ever after a countdown skill for after 4 turns based on boost level for 3-6 turns. So she can make everybody weaker to sword to all elements and physical attacks. So she works on literally every single team ever. Once the enemy has debuff icons, mainly after either using A4s to start with battles or playing the game a little bit, including using her ultimate. She can debuff physical and elemental attack, and physical defense and elemental defense with the light skill that hits all enemies. And her main claim to fame is her ultimate technique, Debilitating Oratorio, which is just an AoE. All foes lowers physical attack, physical defense, elemental attack, elemental defense of all foes by 20% at ultimate level 10. So even if you're a free-to-play unit, I would get ult 10 for this unit because you want her ult 10. You don't need A1, A0, A1, or anything like that. If you're able to spend a little bit in the game or even hoarding very well, her A4 is ridiculous because it lowers passive physical attack, physical defense, elemental attack, elemental defense of all foes by 5%. So if you are, so that means if you have Vark and A4, it's now 9 turns at 20%. If you have Nicola A4, it's now 6 turns of 20% physical defense down, which means you can pretty much easily get to break to then use Yanlong A4 to cap it to 30%. You don't even need Canary A4 anymore. So with that, you can just basically get this massive debuffs because this accessory is what extends all the other ones to let you make it to break. So it's very good, and also it gives HP, it gives elemental attack, and if a caster, a magic caster, or regen caster is using this accessory in order to have it on, it also boosts passive elemental attack by 15%, which makes all their heals and magic attack stronger. It's a really good A4, so it's also an SS tier. It's like also an S tier A4. Just oh my gosh, it's just a really good unit. Santos is how do I want to say? On release, he's really good. He's probably one of the strongest units in the game on release. It's just that his life is definitely very limited because he lacks potency up. I will say that on a personal standpoint, as you can see in the video, that I use him as my main DPS right now in a lot of EX clears because he is very fun to use because 5 BP, 8 hit go, you know. Him releasing with TP means he gets to start the game with battles with 5 BP. That's very good, and he can also self-cap the buff from Richard for his sword and physical attack itself. He is very strong if you use 5 BP because he can do a 6-hit AoE or an 8-hit single target. That is very strong and very fun to use. I would say that I think he's very fun, but if you're a free-to-play player, I would probably skip Santos because you just don't have time to pull for him. There's just no way to have the rubies, and his life is just limited because there's just going to be way better units. I mean, he even replaces himself as the Black Knight, as you've probably seen. And there's just going to be other DPSs like, you know, Tizzy Kane, Parties, and other things like that that get self-potency up, so his life ends up being very limited. So if you're short on rubies and stuff, don't pull him. Pull on Signa. They do share a pity. So get at least 2 Signas, even free to play. Even if you're free to play, get at least 2 Signas. And if you're near pity, maybe you can finish pity, pick up a Saz, and have a lot of fun with him. But don't worry about him that much. He's great, but don't sweat it on him. Other things that Saz can do is he does have a counter skill with 5 BP that buffs everybody's defense. If you use the 5 BP, he can also give a counter. It's kind of cool. And he also can buff everybody's physical and elemental attack, and if he uses 5 BP, it debuffs enemies' defense. I mean, it's kind of neat. It's not really super required, but he mainly just hits hard with sword. That's his job. He does good at that. His ultimate also lets him restore everybody's BP by 5 for 1 turn, so you can use that right before break to top everybody up. So there you go. He's great. I would say overall in the game, he's probably like maybe an A tier. On release, he's really strong, but as I said, his life is limited, so keep that in mind. But you know, Signa SS tier must pull. Get her. Go. It's 2 a.m. I'm tired. Sorry, but yeah, pull Signa. Have a nice night.